It's back! Evan Ross can't stop thinking about Monster Blood and what happened last summer. It was so horrible. So terrifying. Too bad Evan's science teacher doesn't believe him. Now he's stuck cleaning out the hamster cage as punishment for making up stories. Then Evan's friend Andy comes to town. Things go from bad to worse. Because Andy's got a present for Evan. It's slimy, green, and it's starting to grow into a really terrible franchise that needs to die.
Welcome to Goosebumps Overviews, the show where we go over Goosebump books and judge them on their merit. Tonight's book is book number 18, Monster Blood 2. You might be wondering why I'm not taking this seriously. Well, I just am.
Fuck this book. Let's take a look at the cover. I have to say, I enjoyed this a lot more than I did the first one. While the first one is creepy with it trickling down the stairs, this one has a lot more detail to it, and I love that creepy-ass hamster. That is just probably the best cover out of the Monster Blood trilogy, because they get sillier and sillier as they go on. So, we actually have a returning character, Evan, who's having PTSD ever since the events of the first book. And the book opens up with 2 dream sequences. 2! What a great way to start the book. Evan basically has PTSD about this Monster Blood stuff, having nightmares about it. The book opens up with him dreaming about his dog burying him, like a 10-foot dog. Pretty crazy, right? Of course, nobody believes him because who would? His science teacher makes fun of him and forces him to clean the hamster cage for making up stupid lies.
What do you think I am? A science fiction teacher? You're stupid.
Evan's not the brightest kid, but I do like the implications of this. Well, to see how the Monster Blood has affected him since the first book, that is kind of interesting. There's also a bully character in this, named Conan Barber. And they call him Conan the Barbarian. Yeah, that's fucking stupid. One day, while walking home from school, Evan comes across his old friend Andy, who's staying in Atlanta because her parents have gone out of the country, and she's staying with her aunt. How convenient! Considering that Evan was staying with his aunt in the town that Andy lived in. Wow! Oh my god, it's fucking stupid. So, it turns out Andy's brought back an old horror. A big old thick can of big old juicy monster blood. But it's okay. It's empty. But then Conan comes along, and they hide it from him. And when he walks away, they finally unleash it to realize that the can is half full.
And the nightmares are beginning again.
So Andy thinks, hey, let's prove ourselves right and feed the monster blood to the hamster. God. So, let's address my issues with the book. It has some good moments. Like, at one point, the monster blood gets stolen by a bully and they have to get it back. But, dear God, it's like, the character Andy might as well be the antagonist for this book. Because, did you learn fucking nothing from the last goddamn book? No? Yes? What the hell? My God, you learned fucking nothing. But Andy, you're a fucking idiot. Oh, by the way, spoilers for the next 2 books. She never never loses this motive. She always does this. Dear God. Yes, she always forgets the damage that monster blood causes, and Evan, being the idiot tramp that he is... Why did I call him a... what? Tramp? What? Why did I call him a... Evan, being the soft, stupid moron that he is, decides... I don't know, that seems like a bad idea, but I do kind of want to get revenge. Andy represents Evan's appetites, and Evan always gives in to his appetites. That is the unfortunate cycle of the Monster Blood trilogy. Or, well, I guess it's technically not a trilogy, is it? What do you call 4 in a series? Quadruplegy? Also, one thing I have to address that caused me some inner turmoil, some questions. Wasn't Monster Blood just like normal goop? Spoiler warning for the first book. They discover that Monster Blood was magically given properties by a witch who was disguising herself as a cat. And once this witch cat person dies, Monster Blood is just ordinary sloppy goop. So why does it have magical properties in this book? Did the witch come back? I certainly am not seeing any references towards this. That would have probably made it a little bit more interesting, instead of most of the plot being caused by people being stupid and amnesiacs. What the fuck, dude? Also, the ending is so goddamn stupid and comes out of nowhere. It's the biggest plot convenience of the entire series. I'm not going to spoil it, though, so you can, witness that for yourselves. Pretty dumb. Also, there's another plot twist that teases a sequel. Oh boy. So, what did I think of the book? I'm gonna have to give this a 4 out of 10. Like I said, it has some good moments, and it's our first sequel and first recurring characters. What bothers me is that Andy doesn't seem to give a shit about anyone. She's a goddamn sociopathic child. What the hell? But overall, it's got some tense moments. There's this weird Godzilla battle-like scene. Also, one thing I do have to mention, it seems like Monster Blood has lost all of its eating properties, and it only seems in this book the only issue it causes is that it makes people grow, which kind of takes away a lot of the trouble that Monster Blood caused in the first book, making it seem much less hectic than the original book, and as a result, much less interesting. You know, I've said in the past that I like it when there's multiple problems in the story. Well, in this one, it just seems to be just the one, with a possible exception of just Andy being an idiot. Anyway, guys, that has been my review on Monster Blood 2. Thank you for watching, and make sure to stay tuned for next time when we go over some deep trouble. Have a scary day.